Good morning, everyone. Today's the 11th of September 2016. I held this one overnight. I took an entry, I think around, I averaged in at 41, I believe. Um, and it took a lot of heat actually on this one. As you can see, it went about 20 ticks above me before started descending down. So I'm still trading on the sim, um, just because part of it's just really learning curve, and I want to understand what I'm doing here. So you can see this thing might be taking a reversal. Um, let's see. I'm gonna put a break even here now, just because anything I'll take. Let's see. Yeah, put a break even. Because right now it's just racing up to the top here. I did have a target at 80. I believe that got filled. So let me get that one. So this is a sim account. Man, that got filled at 6:20 this morning, and I just got in on my desk at 50.70. So anyways, just kind of playing around with this whole swing trading idea. I think the direction is still up, so I just didn't have any direction still up, and I so let's see here. So I'm playing with this whole swing trading idea, and so far it's showing good progress. Strategy's the same. Focus on price action, but the price that I'm focused on is mainly on the higher time frame. I mean, I'm going on a monthly, weekly, and even weekly and daily chart to find my entries. And right now, my stop is very very high. It's like you know 50 ticks around there, just because you know just don't want to get stopped out. But I think this is going to reverse because it was just so strong yesterday. I'm gonna pull the daily chart here. Yeah, this thing is very strong. So, uh, so yesterday I was paying attention to this. Really, yeah, I was focused on this 51.44 level, and so I started initiating short here. I figured 52, somewhere around there. It's gonna get rejected around that area, um, and and I have it highlighted here as well. So I cannot seem to catch the deep retracement, the pullback. So what I'm doing is that when you see price action like this, I'm just really just shorting the pullback, just because when they happen at during the European session. So this one just bottomed out at about 6:30 this morning Central Time. So anyhow, so there's my entry. I think I'm just gonna hold on to this one. I'm gonna At this point, I'm convinced this is gonna be a second day move here. So I actually need to just lock in some profit, lock in where I can get it. So I think I'm gonna take one right now while it's retracing at the moment. Um, let's see. I'll take one 50.91. So right there. So as it retraces over there, I'll cover my short, and then I'll let the other one run. So anyhow, that's the game plan at the moment. Let's see what else is going on. Well, let's see. Let's pull the other indices, see what it's doing. So as I mentioned for the S&P, it's going to be a boring trading range. It's going to just meander here and there, and hopefully you didn't get trapped. I mean, actually, this is the best way to trade. Literally buying the low, selling the high, because you know where you'll get. Let's see. Hold on. So the way I look at this is that I started looking at this area to sell, and then you look at this area to buy, and then everything in between is a loser, so you don't get in. So the dollar didn't even break and retrace that area. It's going up strong, which brings me the curiosity as to why this thing is, why the oil is not inversely correlated with the dollar. So that's a little um, it's a little strange. Makes me I'm starting to believe that I read this article. It says at one point dollar would no longer be used as the universal currency to buy oil. You have a big player like China could actually use their money and buy it directly from the Saudis or whoever's selling, like Russia. And right now, they're using a lot of their money actually to buy up oil companies. So that's kind of scary. So when that dollar happens, then we lost power. Uh, just because dollar is no longer, at one point it's just gonna get ignored, and nobody's gonna want to use it now. So we lose the value in the dollar, and the sad part is, if that happens, we printed a whole lot during the quantitative easing, so our dollar would collapse it because of that reason. So hopefully it doesn't happen, but um, that's kind of where it's, I think, might be heading. So as you can see, I highlighted this gray area, and I mentioned to watch for some strength in that area. And as you can see, it literally bounced in that area, and this is a 24 tick range, or sorry, 24.4 range. So 24, I think it's $10 every 10-cent tick or something like that. I think the gold is $10 per tick. So I think it's $1,000 per $10 per contract. So that's $2,400 right there that you're looking at of range. So anyhow, yeah, this is downtrending for sure. Um, then I'm not looking, you know, I think the next level is going to be right here if this thing bounce. So I mean, I know they look very minuscule, but if you look at the range of this trend, you can literally make money in that one day was worth a trade. You just have to figure out where to calculate your risks, and you have to break this down as far as time frame is concerned, and then just kind of quote unquote zoom in this range and figure out areas where you could potentially bounce. So, and when you train your eyes doing that, then things just gets easy. So and this is where the simulation really pays off, just because you can resolve all of those issues of how to price in the bounds in a way. So anyways, that's it for me today. You already saw where my first target's going to be. Um, right now I'm just break even. So this thing went as low as 61, and I wish I was awake, at least taking some targets. So anyhow, all right. Well, y'all have a good one. Take it easy. Hopefully you learned something from this this trade. You saw what I was doing. Um, I'm just now just kind of waiting on this one. But anyhow, you guys have a good one. Take care. I'll see you on the next video.